surprised you made it on time.
All right. I'll buy it. Why wouldn't I be here?
I just figured your new PR guy had you doing a couple of radio shows and TV shows this afternoon, talking yourself up.
Man, look who just rented a condo in your headspace. Hey, look, if you're not careful, I might just buy the whole building.
Okay, so you got jokes, huh? You ever get tired of hearing your own hustle?
There it is. My first down payment.
So it's all you now, huh? Just you and baby Zuckerberg?
Zach's on all the mad ants, all right? This exposure's good for all of us. We all win.
Mad ants aren't going anywhere. He needs to just focus on looks from the league. Everything else is a waste of time.
So what, you think that he's gonna help you with the scouts, too?
I know he's gonna help you. But you're in my way.
Have you heard about Vlad?
Nah, who's Vlad?
The Romanian guy on the Nets. They just brought him over. Vlad the Impaler?
I didn't see a Vlad on the roster.
Their center.
Andre Haji?
Right, yeah, but they call him Vlad the Impaler.
Hey, man, don't sweat it, Howie. Whoever he is, we got this.
Oh, you know something I don't?
Yeah. I read up this morning on Wayne Hoops HQ. The blogger called us out, saying that the key to this game is neutralizing Haji. And the only way to do that is to get everybody involved, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Are you looking to get a triple-double?
I'm looking to win, baby. Win!
Welcome, everyone, to Fort Wayne, Indiana. We have another great G League matchup for you tonight between the Mad Ants and the Long Island Nets. I'm Blake Zuniga, alongside my good friends Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. Tim, what do you make of this matchup?
Well, we have some great stars to watch in this game. There's Marcus Young, and recent addition AI will look to carry the weight against a very tough Long Island team.
And we'll look to see how he adjusts to the G League.
And of course, the Nets are led by the Romanian big man, Vlad the Impaler. He's the type of big man that can just take over a game.
A lot of storylines to follow in this matchup. It should be a fun one.
And for Long Island, Vlad is the star of the team, but the top to bottom, they have talent.
Absolutely. They provide a tough matchup for teams because they can run so many sets from inside and out. Reminds me a little bit of how the Denver Nuggets are constructed.
Yeah, great point, Brian.
Pass to Haji, back to Nelson. To the middle. And the jam by Andre Haji.
And Andre Haji, better known as Vlad the Impaler, he is a handful of a center. Does everything you want from a big man, including scoring, defense, and setting up others on the offensive end.
Now here's AI. 18 feet away, he knocks it down.
Nice mechanics on the shot. AI is very gifted at cashing in from these in-between areas.
Pass to Haji. Over AI, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. And we're just about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And with Marcus Young, perhaps the first thing you notice about him is the killer instinct on the court.
Young is a player that is always looking to exploit a weakness or catch a defender slipping up. Sometimes he'll get too focused on that aspect of the game, but I'd say it's worked well for him so far.
Now here's Kelsey. Nelson outside. Haji. Back to Nelson. Kelsey, guarded by Young. 5 to shoot. Here's Andrews. The rebound by Calderon. And when Young is on the floor, you know he is going to be a threat to score.
Offense just comes so easy to Young, and he knows it. You hope he finds a way to expand his game, but when you need a bucket, he is such a good option to have.
Now here's Kelsey. Haji, covered by AI. Over AI. That one a little long. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Attacking with tenacity on the drive. Love seeing AI force the defense's hand.
You know how things get around here in Fort Wayne. When the Mad Ants play, the entire city pays attention. The whole city shuts down as they love to support their local G League chapter.
2 shots.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And you can see the respect and commitment both the fans and the Mad Ants show each other.
Yeah, it's great to see, and a lot of G League teams might not get the recognition they deserve around the country. But look, that is not the case here in Indiana. The Mad Ants are the story around these parts. Very passionate fans who really love this team.
I mean, Indiana loves their basketball.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, I'm not sure, Brian, if you caught the local news, but apparently some of the Mad Ant players played a pickup with some of the locals.
Yeah, a sight to see for sure. I believe it was AI and Tatum in a 2-on-2 game. You know, small things like that are what makes this team so endeared in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, they really love them out here.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Haji. Got it. Good job in the low post. Timeout called the Mad Ants.
He wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now is the time to do it.
Yeah, there were clearly some things going on out there he didn't like.
That's a good time to take a timeout.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Fort Wayne.
And the head coach of the Mad Ants, Gordon Keller. He's a back-to-the-basics kind of coach. He's going to drill the fundamentals and accountability to this Mad Ants roster from the first whistle to the final horn.
Here's Carter. The shot misses. So Long Island will take it the other way. Now here's Russell. Defense is right there. Just 5 to shoot. 17-foot shot on the way. It's hauled in by the Mad Ants. And Coach Keller not one to mince words with what he expects.
Absolutely not. If you're playing for Coach Keller, you're going to be sound fundamentally. And that structure he brings is crucial for players in the G League who are really looking to shore up their game.
Howie Carter, not the most impactful player on the floor for the Mad Ants, but he is a valuable member of the team.
Oh, absolutely. He can give them a spark on occasion, but he's one of those glue guys. Fantastic chemistry with the rest of the team, and he just knows his role.
James, that one off the back iron and out.
He should thank him for that.
Yep, that one goes. Well, it has been said time and time again, but it doesn't make it any less true. The state of Indiana loves their basketball.
And it's one reason why a team like the Mad Ants can have such a devoted fan base. It goes across the entire state.
It's in everyone's DNA. Now, here's Russell. Pass to Price. Here's Fresh. He's guarded by Grace. Fresh shot's good. Here's Carter. It's stolen by James. No good there. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Mad Ants on top. They lead by a bucket. And the second quarter is on the way when we return. And off we go. A close game now entering the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Mad Ants so far?
They've made the most of their fast break chances here in the early going.
Yeah, tie your shoelaces because they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Now here's Carter. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 4 on the clock. Here's Grace. He hits it just before the shot clock expired. One thing you have to admire about Coach Keller is his commitment to having the team stay involved with the community.
When you create an atmosphere like that within a locker room and the surrounding city, you get more than the sum of your parts. Keller inspires his players by really making what they do larger than the results on the floor.
They get the rebound. Mack good.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
The Mad Ants leading. Outside Carter. Down low. Here's AI. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Long Island is called for the foul.
And of course, AI, a name that might sound familiar to college hoops fans, had a good run, a big game in the Sweet 16, but ultimately the team came up just short. Still showed some great potential in what was his final year.
And the first one drops. And AI, not the leader of the Bulldogs team, but he was a vital piece.
Yeah, wasn't the leader while he was there, as that role was filled by Corey Harris, but he certainly showed promise. Physically, it's always been there for AI, right? He just needed time to sharpen the mental aspect of the game.
That one misses, so he splits the free throws. And AI and the rest of the Mad Ants were involved in some community work recently. They had a booth at the State Fair.
You just have to love that the team is willing to take time and meet fans on an individual basis by having a booth at the fair. It just takes a day for the players, but goes a long way in developing ties with the community.
Now here's Daniels. AI with the bucket.
Yeah, I think AI did some work in his inside game during his time in China. He's looking very confident in that area.
To the inside. It's stolen by Trigg. Tatum right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, if you ever had the chance to talk to Paul Tatum about basketball, you can really just tell how passionate he is about the game. You pick any topic about the sport or any part of the game's history, and he'll chew your ear off about anything until the sun comes up. You know, he might be a little overconfident if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's never hitting that shot. I mean, me, yeah, I might be able to hit that shot, but he's never going to be able to hit it.
Maybe.
Here's AI. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a hot start. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period. And guys like Tatum, who have been in basketball so long, sometimes they can lose the drive.
Yeah, and it's natural to get burnt out by any profession when you do it so long. That just isn't the case with Tatum, though. When he starts going on about basketball and what it has meant to his life, it's as heartfelt as any love song. And I love a good love song, Blake. Just a true basketball life for Tatum.
Calderon, good.
And now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up much longer.
When was the last time they missed, Tim? This is just a remarkable shooting display.
They're putting on a clinic.
Now a timeout called by Long Island.
He's trying to take the wind out of the sails there. They're on the wrong end of a run and need to sort things out.
Yeah, things were starting to spiral out of control on them a little bit, and a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Yeah, exactly, Brian.
Joseph down low. Triggs there. And Connor Trigg with the block. Here's AI. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the line to try to make it a 3-point play. And that'll put Andre Haji on the line. It's going to be on AI. And with Vlad the Impaler, they really run the offense through him.
Every set this team has makes the best use of having an elite center in the middle. Haji is a great presence on the floor, and it's no surprise they built the offense around him.
Now here is Tatum. Over Nelson. Now here's Boss. He's covered by James. Shoots a fader. Yes, once again, and he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 makes.
As soon as KI turns it on, get out of his way. Look at him do his thing and take over.
Here's Kelsey. Haji covered by AI. Fader on the way. Haji, no good.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench if he continues to shoot like he has so far in this quarter.
And Paul Tatum, a Houston native, grew up in that area.
And Tatum was a huge Rockets fan growing up. You talk to him and he'll tell you his love for the game all started with him watching his hometown team as a kid.
Yeah, watching a little T-Mac, a little Yao Ming.
Nelson can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And the Nets with possession here. They trail by 14. Now here's Kelsey. He's covered closely. Pass to Haji. Over AI. 4 on the clock. And it's good at the buzzer. Wow! So we conclude the first half. The Mad Ants on top. They lead by 12. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. You look at AI in this game, he's been everywhere.
His decision-making has been flawless today. Nothing but quality shots from him in the first half. He wasn't forcing anything.
But I think here in the second half, they may want him to be a little more assertive, start taking more shots, even the tough ones.
Good point. That's what set them apart today. Their success with the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, they've taken what the offense has given them and really just made the most of it.
Now here's Kelsey. Fades and shoots, and that's good. Off the glass that time.
A confident scorer. When Haji is draining those mid-range J's, it helps open the floor up for the rest of his team.
Tatum outside. AI. Right side Young. Pass to Calderon. Shot clock at 6. And so it looks like the Mad Ants will retain possession here. And the Nets making a change here. About 1 minute played here in the second half. 3 on the clock. The 3 from Marcus Young. It's good from long range.
Have to protect the perimeter, especially when Young is looking to shoot from 3.
Timeout called, the Nets.
It looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, and never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half underway. Russell with it. Haji covered by AI. And Andre Haji with the stuff.
We talk about team chemistry. Passes like this from Andrews help in building it.
Now here's Young, guarded by Russell. Pass to AI. The 3 is up. Russell pulls it in. It's Robert Andrews on the wing.
A mild-mannered guy who lets his play do the talking, and that's how you like it ideally. Andrews is someone his teammates really respect.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. Both teams deciding to change it up. So both teams making some changes here. Fresh. Now James. Kelsey. Now James. Six on the shot clock. Here's Campbell. It's hauled in by the Mad Ants. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Calderon, not wasting any time in taking a shot and hitting it.
I should thank the D for those 2 points. Nobody paid any attention to him.
Pass to James. And here's Price, covered by Boss. Now Kelsey. Now here's Fresh. He's got 12. And as the shot clock expires, 24-second violation. Outside Young. Pass to AI. 1 second left. Count it.
Proving how lethal he could be from there. AI, a guy you got to guard at all times.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Mad Ants on top. They lead by 13. And we've got more in store for you right after this. Welcome back. Fourth quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show. Here's Kelsey. Pass to Haji. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
A wonderful inside score, really like an old school big man. You gotta like watching Haji do his thing down there.
Now here is Tatum. Clock at 6. Here's AI. Joseph grabs the board.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many chances like that from short range.
Pass to Campbell. Tries a three. It's rebounded by Young. Here's Fort Wayne. 11-point game to the middle. And finished off by Marcus Young.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks just lost out
They
there.
get them a map, a GPS, a smartphone, get them something.
Yeah, this is threatening to truly get ugly.
Now here is Nelson. Pass to Haji. Back to Nelson. The three ball. Drills it from outside.
As they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the three ball, shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Here's Trigg. Back to Young. And Marcus Young slams it in.
A little bit of point guard play coming from the center position. Trigg making a dynamic pass to the open man.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside Kelsey. Out to the wing. Haji with it. AI's there. And he banks in the layup.
Effective at working his magic inside. Give Joseph these opportunities, and he's more than happy to take them.
Tatum outside. On the wing, AI. Fades away. And again, it's Fort Wayne.
His stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are just falling for him.
Now a timeout called by Long Island. over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Haji. Out of bounds, Nets ball as Long Island keeps possession. Russell, back to Haji, and that one drops.
And it's going to take more than this to slow Haji. He's excellent at fending off defenders.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too. He's had such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting him this lead late.
Yeah, his shooting percentage is through the roof. So dependable here today.
And without him, who knows where they would be.
Now here's AI, and here's Marcus Young for three. It's money from deep.
An example right there, guys, of how they never started coasting, even as their lead kept growing.
Well, Tim, they're just a determined group. There's no neutral gear. No matter what the lead is, it's only full speed ahead, and that's the type of basketball I love to watch.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour.
Clock at 6. Pass to Russell. Shoots over Young. Kept alive. Haji. And Andre Haji with the stuff.
Using his height well on the glass, the Romanian superstar is fantastic at reaching out and snagging second chance opportunities.
Now here's AI. The 11-footer. It's not going to go for him. And here's Russell. Pass to Haji. Lays it up and banks it in.
This had come earlier. They might have been able to get back into it.
100%. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Yeah, where was this earlier?
Now here's AI. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
Might as well tack a few more points in the lead, I suppose. This is going to be a dominant win for them.
Dominant is the right word for it, Tim. This one was about as one-sided as it gets.
One-way traffic, jeez. It's been an extremely efficient, productive game for him, but even he can't do it all by himself.
Tatum, defended by Nelson. Marcus Young on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to AI.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
Special delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
And there it is, the final whistle. Mad Ants win. Fantastic performance from the team to defend the home court.
And there were standout stars tonight, sure, but I like the way that the whole team, everybody, aimed to slow up Vlad the Impaler. That was a key factor in Fort Wayne coming out with the win.
Offensively, the Mad Ants seem to be gelling, and you can just see when this team is on the same page, and they gave us a peek of how deadly they could be on offense tonight.
And that's about all she wrote, folks. For Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga. Thanks for joining us on this presentation of G League basketball.
What's your name? You're working hard, right? Fighting.
Yeah, but I keep slamming into this wall.
Why?
I don't know. I'm doing everything right. I keep my head down. I grind.
But you're still hitting that wall. So climb over it. Find your way around it. Dig a tunnel underneath it. Do not think about this wall as a barrier. Think about it as a question.
What's the question?
When I was a little kid, I wanted a big sounding job, right? Just like everybody else. I wanted to be a doctor, lawyer, president.
Astronaut. I wanted to be an astronaut.
Right. But then I got older and my heart told me something else. Words. I loved how they sounded when I gave them context, purpose. I knew I wanted to be great at it. And everyone told me that it was impossible because of the barriers, right? I'm a female. The odds, the competition, I'd never be able to make it as a living. And unfortunately, they were right. Every single door that I knocked on was slammed in my face.
But you knew they were wrong.
I knew that I could write. But I had to think about why I was being rejected. What were my flaws? Regroup, rethink.
You went over that wall.
I built a ladder.
So, what happened?
Oh, it all fell apart, and now I just troll around at carnivals looking for stuffed animals to complete my collection.
Oh, right. See, that's impossible. Can't be done.
No, now I have a great career, and it pays me enough that it's my only job, and it continues to grow. I am a sports writer and owner of Wayne Hoops HQ.
Wait, Wayne, that's you? That's amazing. I read you like all the time. I always thought you were a guy.
Oh, okay, because girls can't write about sports?
Nah, the exact opposite. I always thought it was written by a dude named Wayne.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
I get that all the time.
Yeah, your piece about Ben Simmons' development as a passer, man, I read that like 50 times.
Thank you. Yeah, I did feel like going out with you was kind of touchy territory and crossing a line, so I kind of wanted to see how this went before I told you about it. What I do is very important to me, so anything that could call that into question is a red line.
Yeah, I totally get that.
I want to get you something before you leave.
Okay. Oh no.
Yeah,
What is
company
on
your
no.
walk home.
Thank you. Thank you for this giant elephant.
No, you won't look creepy at all. Just tall guy, his stuffed animal.
I know exactly where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
Rhymes with ash can? Yo, it's your boy AI coming at you from Fort Wayne, Indiana, all by way of China and the Shanghai Bears. What's up to my people out there? What's up, Wei? What's up, Zhang? What's up, Coach? Hey, Corey Harris, I'm coming for you, man. I'm not gonna take it easy on you, but man, we're gonna have a good time, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good. How was that?
Not magic, but it works. Yeah, it works really well actually. It's real. It's unfiltered, you know? It's gonna give me something to cut into the gameplay so that people get to know the real you.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to come off like I'm just trying too hard to promote me only. I want my game to speak first.
Your game is gonna speak for you, man. I'm gonna speak for you. There's nothing wrong with having a couple more voices in the room.
Look, hey, you gotta keep your wrist loose, all right? You're shooting too flat.
What do you care how I shoot? You're the one with the game coming up.
I know. Look, one more time, okay? Wrist loose, elbow in. Woo! That's right, baby. Feels good, right?
It does.
Hey, so, you think I screwed up with Nikki?
What, on that date?
Yeah. I think that she thinks I'm nervous around her now since she's a reporter.
Are you nervous?
Well, maybe, I guess, but I mean, it's not like because she's a blogger. I mean, I think about her all the time, like, she's in my head, man. Like, it's actually kind of nice. You know, it feels right. It feels like something's happening.
Wow. It's the unflappable AI finally getting butterflies.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's just, it's kind of like what Paul was saying about the city. Like, I've had girlfriends before, but I mean, not like this. Something about her just makes me feel like I'm home.
What? We open on the two of you driving through Amish country. You're going through one of those covered bridges. New idea. Yeah, you're wearing those hats and overalls. Yeah. You open it up on the 2-lane blacktop. You see those rows of corn going by. She's looking at you, and you can see it in her eyes. You go, this is good, man. I can sell this. What are you doing this weekend?
All right, let's reel it in, Zach. Let's reel it in. All right, let's sell the game. Okay, let's focus on the game.
There's no line anymore, AI. It's all the same brand. You want to get to the next level? This is what you have to do.
Let's keep it at the game for now, okay, man?
That's not enough.
Well, it has to be. Okay? For now?
Fine. Yeah, for now.